The Red Bulls I was mentioning is J and B and El Capitan. Not in there just quite yet. Alright, Camden's giving me the go about YouTube being live. Thank you very much with that. I do see the countdown clock on my end for YouTube, so yeah, we'll get that up and running shortly. And there it is. Alright, so we got both the Twitch and the YouTube all going all at once. Kinda clever if I'm totally honest. I don't know how that totally works, but hey, it's pretty cool. We got one more minute to go. Looks like we might be just having a 14 car field unless some people show up late. We're off with that voice chat suspended stuff. Yeah, don't worry, Rizzy. I made sure that the stream's up and running early. Just because it's the first time I've actually had to do this simultaneously with YouTube. Well, I'm not streaming from YouTube, I'm streaming from Twitch. Alright, looks like there is the go. Everyone's all rating up and whatnots. 14, that's not too bad, I guess. We'll roll with the dice, I suppose. Hello everyone and welcome to round 7 of the excuse me. Sorry, welcome to round 6, of the Golden class here on Trinity Competitive Racing. I'm K1997, your lead commentator for tonight's race. This time we are racing at the historic Silverstone circuit for the British Grand Prix, which was first introduced, as a matter of fact, as a airbase for the Royal Air Force back in World War II from 1943 to 1946, and then eventually would be converted into a racetrack where it would host the very first ever Formula One Grand Prix in 1950. Has gone through some configurations over the course of its history, but as we know today, it has 18 turns around this famous racetrack and about 3.6 miles of medium to high-speed corners around this famous racetrack. Of course, it has a lot of famous names such as Abbey, Farm, Village of the first couple of corners. Then you also got the Loop and also Aintree, which leads down to the Wellington Straight. Then you got probably the slowest areas of the racetrack of Brooklands and Luffield. And then, of course, the most famous corner of them all, I think, and, well, one of the most famous corners around this Silverstone circuit, the Club's Corner, turn 9, which actually used to be the first corner, believe it or not, in the configuration before this one. Yeah, that used to be the first corner, believe it or not. Now it's turn 9 around this famous place. And then, of course, you got the famous S's of Maggots and Beckett, the sweeping right-hander of turn 15, which is Stowe Corner. That's at the end of the Hangar Straight. And then, of course, you got the Vale Chicane leading into Club, and that, of course, will lead you back down to the Hamilton Straight. Qualifying, I know, tends to be quite close around here at Silverstone, particularly of how everyone knows this track, and also how competitive it can be here around Silverstone. Bear in mind as well, we also might see some DRS trains that will form here, as the racing also tends to get quite close here around Silverstone. Now, before we fully go focusing into qualifying, there is some news to go through first from the previous race at Le Castellet. And I think there was only one incident that was reported. It was a penalty point given to Giggle for not serving his back of the grid penalty properly, um, he would be given a penalty point only because he still started from the back of the grid anyway. So yeah, no time penalties for him. It's just a penalty point. But other than that, that is pretty much it in terms of the penalties. Looking at the Drivers' Championship currently is GTR Line that is leading the way on 65 points, followed by Remsley, his teammate, in second with 62. Then it's Raikkonen in third with 60 points. Then it's myself, because I used to be part of Golden Class in the first couple of races, with 51 points. Whispers in fifth with 40. Seagrass in sixth with 34. Ben Swerven in seventh with 30 points. J&B, who unfortunately is absent for this occasion, is in 8th with 28 points, followed by C. Rizzy in 9th with 23 points, sorry. And then it's Sir Charles with 22 points in 10th place. The Constructors' Championship, it looks like this. Alpine are leading the way on 127 points, pretty much in cruise control at the moment for Golden Class, followed by Haas in second with 71, McLaren are in third with 64. Williams in fourth with 59, Ferrari in fifth with 40, along with Alfa Romeo. Then it's Aston Martin with 36 points in seventh, followed by Red Bull Racing in eighth with 30. AlphaTauri are in ninth with 8, and Mercedes rounded off with 6 points. Now we got all that out of the way, we can now fully focus on qualifying. As you can see, it's overcast conditions here at Silverstone. There's definitely not shy of any rain, considering how we are in England. We are in Northamptonshire, pretty much. So yeah, wouldn't be surprised if there would be some rain somewhere involved in this sort of session. Hopefully it doesn't really, if I'm totally honest. Hopefully it just stays dry. Whisper will be the first to cross the line. We'll set at 1 minute 26.486. That'll be the benchmark time for everyone to chase down. Let's see, Remsley's on outlap. He's getting ready. Seagrass goes to the top with a 26.4. We're on board with Remsley. Give you a proper tour of the racetrack here at Silverstone. Through Abbey and then Farm. Turns 1 and 2. Pretty much all flat out in 7th gear from Remsley down to 2nd through turn 3 at Village. Down into the loop. Down to 2nd gear. Shorts just up to 3rd. Tries to find traction but gets a little bit squirrely on the exit of loop. Out of Aintree. Down the Wellington Straight. Opens the DRS. Heads up towards Brooklands, and he'll head up there, braking just past the 50 board, down to 4th gear. Tugs the inside apex there, very nicely done, and then goes to the slowest part of the racetrack there of Luffield. A little bit of a slow right-hander, gets back on the gas, heads up through Woodcut, and onto the old pitch straight. Up towards now Cops Corner, turn 9. Pretty much flat out in these cars and in this game. It wasn't like that in F1 22, as it now makes its way through the Maggots and Beckett's complex, all flat, as the teammate GTR Line goes to the top with a 25.917. Out of Maggots and Beckett's, down Chapel, down the hanger straight, opens the DRS, heads down towards turn 15. Top speed 207 indicated from the Alpine, down to 6th gear. As he hugs the inside apex, uses the outside curve on the exit of Stowe. Brings it down to 2nd gear, locks up a little bit there as well. Brings it up to 3rd, up to 4th. Around club, back up to the line. We'll set a 1 minute 25.890. It's an Alpine 1-2 at the moment, claiming with Remsley claiming the top spot, I should say. But yeah, GTR Line also in the 25s as well, 25.9. Who also last week made his 100th appearance in the in TCR, and also, if I remember correctly, has been inducted to TCR's Hall of Fame. So congratulations, by the way, to Mr. GTR Line, as Ben Swerving has rejoined the session. See, Rizzy has a 26.4 currently in P6, along with his teammate. 8,000 separate between the two Alfa Romeos. Then it's Whisper in 8th. Rockstar in 9th with a 26.487, 1,000 off of Whisper, believe it or not. Carson, and my former teammate, is in 10th with a 26.6, along with Meow Slayer in 11th with a 26.7. Cam DeLuca in 12th with a 26.8. Giggle, the other Ferrari driver, with a 27 flat. And that's Ben Swerving getting into his car. He has yet to set a lap time, of course. Yeah, only about less than, what is that, maybe 20 or 30,000 separating the top two. 30,000 to be exact. 27,000 actually, but yes. It's very close right now between the two Alpines. Raikkonen though is a little bit further away. But he's still got plenty of time, plenty of things to do here in qualifying. But yeah, still, top two looking very strong at the moment. I've been all season in the Golden Class Championship, leading in a comfortable margin in the Golden Class Championship, the Alpine team. As Rockstar, looks like he's on a cooldown lap. We'll get into pit lane. Carson is on a flying lap. He's up by nearly 0.3 of a second to the first sector, I think, as he makes his way up through Cop's corner, flat out. Yeah, he is pushing, definitely, Carson is. As he makes his way up to Maggots and Beckett's. 8th gear, brings it down to 7th gear, brings it down to 6th, through turn 12, through 13, and then into turn 14. What will the clock say for Carson? The clock says he's up by just about 5.5 tenths to the middle sector. With that sort of improvement, he could definitely challenge out Raikkonen for the second row. As he makes his way through Stowe corner, 6th gear, up towards Vale, braking just before the 50 board, down to 3rd gear, hugs the inside apex, and then makes his way around 17, onto Club corner, back onto the Hamilton straight, and it's pole for Carson with a 1 minute 28.882. He's actually cleared Remsley by 8 thousandths of a second. Very close indeed. And a very good lap time by Carson nonetheless. Very good lap time. Improved by just nearly 7.5 tenths on that lap as well. The Outslayer right now on an out lap as we speak. Giggle as well. Ben Swerving is on a out lap. He has yet to set a lap time. Of course, he did have a bit of disconnecting issues, but he is back in the session as you can see. Warming his tires up, just trying to get temperature into the tires. See what sort of lap time the McLaren can pull off. Makes his way through Vale and onto Club. Will begin his first flying lap into the Hamilton straight. Let's see what kind of peak speed as it reaches to Abbey. 8th gear, doesn't go 7th gear like we saw with Remsley. Entry speed 187, apex speed about 180 miles an hour. Down to 3rd gear, apex speed 75, down towards the loop. 2nd gear, keeps it in 2nd, actually doesn't bother just shifting up to 3rd until the exit of the corner. Opens the DRS out of entry, heads up towards the towards Brooklands at the end of the Wellington Straight. It's a 27.6. It's not very quick compared to what I saw Carson do in the first sector. I think it said he did a 27.3. Ben just did a 27.6. So right now he's about 0.3 off of Carson's top time at the moment. Through Cop's corner, apex speed 179. It's so ridiculous how much G-forces these drivers deal with through these corners. It's just so fast. I can't imagine how much G's that they experience with their head through those corners. It's just ridiculous. Apparently Ben Swervin is purple to the middle sector. Brings it down to 6th here. He's got an Alpine in front, but gets out of the way, I think, just in time. I don't think that did impede him. Hopefully it didn't impede him. Around Vale, through Club corner, back onto the Hamilton straight. Will cross the line. Just at a 1 minute 26.316. Puts himself in P6. Raikkonen on a flying lap. Line is up by 78 thousandths to the first sector. We'll keep our eyes on him for just a little bit as well on this lap. Raikkonen making his way around the loop and onto Aintree and onto the Wellington Straight, as I believe that was Giggle that just went to 8th place with a 1 minute 27.344, 2 thousandths off of Sir Charles's time. And I think I saw Raikkonen was up, but I didn't quite catch how much. Lying, though, to the middle sector, he's up by 87 thousandths. Remsley, though, is way down on his time. He's down by nearly 2:10, so he's not really... I don't think he's going to improve on this lap, unless he can find some magic in those final 2 sectors. Meanwhile, the line making... No, he's back into pit lane. He does not bother improving. Oh, interesting. Okay. I would have thought he was up on his time. Maybe he must have messed up somewhere in that final sector, I guess. As Cakes goes to 4th with a 1 minute 26.1. Raikkonen, last week's race winner from France, is making his way through Vale onto Club, back onto the Hamilton straight, crosses the line. It's pole position for Raikkonen for right now with a 1 minute 28.88801. That's now beaten by Remsley with a 1 minute 25.6. Wow. And he was down by 2/10 the last time I saw. But in the first sector, he improved massively there. Well, there you go. So there probably was some magic in that final 2 sectors. Somewhere. Gee whiz. I wasn't expecting that. I think Camden just improved, I believe, there to a 26.3. Top 4, meanwhile, are separated by just about less than 2.5 tenths. At least to be exact. Not a little over 2.5 tenths, but still. Pretty close right now between the top 4. And they're all in the 25s at least. Remsley right now. And also, if I'm isn't Remsley an PC player? I thought. I guess he may have gone back to his Xbox. Still a respectable time though, nonetheless. Carson on outlap. You can probably see this little technique he's doing. He's you see how he's modulating the braking a little bit, just a little bit in some areas, and then while going full throttle. What he's doing is the way that you warm up the tires now in this game, and a more efficient way it seems, is by riding the brake and accelerator at the same time. That way it builds up brake temperature, which also warms up your tires into the tire's carcass. So that's basically what he is doing here. The way you want to do it though is you want to raise your brake bias pretty much almost to the max, if you want to be exact. He's got 4 minutes to go. It might be a bit early for Carson, but I mean, with 4 minutes left on the clock, if he has got enough fuel in case for some reason he makes a mistake, he can try again on the next lap and see if he can improve. Alright, well, let's see what the Williams has got in store. I can see also Rockstar is out on track as well. And the Aston Martin, you can see him in the background there coming out of Stowe. Alright, let's see what Carson's got in store for what could possibly be his final flying lap. Down the Hamilton straight, up towards Abbey. Entry speed, 190, just ticking 190 as he makes his way through Abbey, through Farm, down towards the village, down to turn 3, and then into turn 4 of the loop. Keeps it in third gear, doesn't bother to go down to second, as I've seen from a lot of drivers so far in this session. Out of Aintree, down the Wellington straight, opens DRS, heads towards Brooklands. What will the clock say for Carson? He's up by only 27 thousandths. Apparently he's purple as well. We'll keep our eyes on him a little bit longer as he makes his way through Luffield. What about Rockstar? I haven't quite catch what his first sector was, in fairness. Out of Woodcut, down towards Cops Corner. Comes the Williams there. Uses the outside curb and flicks the car, and very nicely done there by Carson there as he makes his way through turn 9. Up towards Maggots and Beckett's 8th gear, 7th gear. Brings it down to 6. Mixes the apex a little bit there, I think. Let's see what the clock says. As he lost time. He's lost about quite a significant amount of time, but can he find any more? No, he backs out of the lap. He will not improve on this lap. Rockstar, though, is up by 0.2 of a second. Can he find any more time in this final sector? He needs a magical final sector if he wants to challenge for pole, or maybe even challenge for the first row. Let's see what he can do here as Carson will try again on his flying lap as he makes his way out of Club. Rockstar also coming towards Club. To the line. Oh, it's only third with a 1 minute 25.819. Misses out on Raikkonen's time by just about... Oh, gee whiz. That's by less than 20 thousandths. Very close indeed, though. Carson, though, getting ready for another lap. Let's see what... Actually, no. He's going to go for another preparation lap. Again, warm up his tires. Everyone else on outlaps at the moment. Meow Slayer, though, is not on a preparation lap. He is on a flying lap. Makes his way around the loop. And onto Aintree and onto the Wellington straight. See what the Williams driver has got in store. He's got a lot of traffic to deal with. He's up by 2/10, but look at the traffic he's got in front of him. Look at all these gaggle of cars out of Woodcut. He's got to get through all that. There goes the Haas getting out of the way. That's very respectable. Very nicely done. I think that might have been Raikkonen getting out of the way, considering that Camden's on a flying lap, according to the timing screens. More traffic in front for me. Now it's a club. He's got 2 more corners to negotiate. Can Lyon get this Alpine on pole? Can he do it? The answer is no, he can't. He misses out by quite a significant margin, just about 1/10.5 from his teammate. It's only 4th fastest. Remsley's on a flying lap. Raikkonen as well is on a flying lap, making his way around left field through Woodcut and onto the old pitch straight into Kopp's corner. So the Alfa Romeo's on a flying lap. Cakes has improved by 15 thousandths. That's his quality done. Rizzi is done with his lap. He's not going to improve. He's invalidated that lap time. He must have done that at Maggots and Beckett's, I believe. Raikkonen, misses the apex a little bit there, but does he have time? No, he doesn't. He's down by 2/10. He's not going to improve, I don't think, on this lap. Rizzi is retired in the pit lane. That's it for his qualifying. Can Remsley, though? Can he improve a bit more this time? He's got more traffic. He's got the Ferrari in front. Oh, I hope that doesn't create a distraction. Rockstar up to P2 with a 1 minute 25.760. Can Remsley improve? He can improve by only a few thousandths of a second to a 1 minute 25.624. What a great qualifying from the Alpine driver of Remsley. Actually, it's a 25.623 to be exact. It said 2.4 before when he crossed the line. But nevertheless, he's on pole position by just over 1/10 of a second to Rockstar. Very close qualifying. 2/10 of a second separating the top 6. Very close qualifying indeed. Yeah, Remsley on pole position. Rockstar, a very solid qualifying from the Aston Martin driver. Meowslayer, the lap out of nowhere, starts in 3rd, along with Raikkonen in 4th. Lyon will start in 5th, along with Carson. Then it's Case, Rizzi, and we'll lock it up 7th and 8th for Alfa Romeo. Then it's Ben Swerven. Sir Charles completes the top 10, along with Giggle, Camden Luca, Segrist, and Whisper. And Whisper couldn't even improve on his first lap. Interesting. I do see overcast conditions, as we can see. No formation lap, I don't think, as well, considering that there's still a bit of a bug for it. Or that, no one really trusts it, because, yeah, no one really trusts the formation lap in this game. Alright, righto. Yeah, Ramsey up pole by just less than 1/10.5. Separating between pretty much the top 6. All in the 25s. No, very strong qualifying indeed. Of course, we just wait for Camden to give his little go. Of course, he is the coordinator for Golden Class, so it'll be his go to ready up. Obviously, the drivers are not allowed to. The other drivers are not allowed to ready up before him. If they do that, obviously you get a penalty point. Alright. Just waiting just a little bit longer. Hopefully we'll get going shortly. Alright. Oh, there is formation lap. Okay. Alright, I was not informed of that, but there you go. So formation lap is a go here. So let's see who's on what. I do see some whites out there. Oh my god! Literally everybody! Literally everyone in the field is on the hard compound tire. I was not expecting that. I was expecting maybe a bit of a mix, but no. Every single person's on the hard. Well, okay, well we don't really need a tire graphic then. Why the hell do we need that if everyone's on the hard compound tire? Gee whiz. Right. So, let's see. Let's see where everyone's at in terms of the grid. So, we've got Remsley on pole, Rockstar in second, along with Meow Slayer in third, followed by Raikkonen in fourth. Then it's GTR Lion in fifth, Carson sixth. And then it's Cakes in seventh and Rizzy in eighth. Of course, these two locking out 7 and 8 for Alfa Romeo. Ben Swerve in ninth, Sir Charles in 10th, Giggle in 11th, Camden in 12th, Segrist in 13th, and also GT and Whisper in 14th. Segrist, the race winner from 2 weeks ago at Zandvoort, starting towards the very back. Yeah, it's crazy to see literally every single person's on the hard compound tire. I kind of... Oh, hello, that's a big plume of smoke. A little bit of smoke screen there. I wonder if maybe, like their plan is just to go as long as they can. If there's rain, I don't know if there is, but if there is rain, will they go to the end until it happens? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Unless it's just going to be genuine. Giggle disqualified from the formation lap. Did not park his car correctly. And same with Camden Luca. Right. Hopefully that doesn't interfere with anything. Alright, well it doesn't. I guess what this angle will do. We got 10 red lights and it's lights out and away we go. That's a very quick start from the lights. Gee whiz. As Remsley leads the field into turn one. Can he lead into Abbey? Yes, he can. Lions up to... Well, he's trying to fight, actually, against Carson. I don't know if there's this camera angle here. As Remsley leads the way here. Oh, Meow Slayer gained interest in a Rockstar into to the loop. The Alpine of Lion along the inside of the Williams of Carson making the way through the loop. Giggles down to 12th place as a car shuffling around towards the back. Meanwhile, though, Rockstar looking for a move, can't find a way through into Brooklyn's car shuffling about towards the back. As, oh, hello, that's Giggle that's going completely deep there. Missing the corner. I wonder if he's maybe sustained a bit of damage somewhere on that opening lap. Alright, through Cop's corner we go. No one's really in a position to do anything. Raikkonen trying to hang on there, closing in on Meow Slayer as he runs a bit wide at the exit of Cop's corner. Now through Magus and Beckett's we go. And one game through relatively fine. Doesn't look like the gap intervals have changed on the top four, which is interesting. What has closed up is Lion. He's right on the back of Raikkonen. But Raikkonen seems like he has straight line speed. Speaking of that, Carson to the inside, contact between him and Lion. Oh dear, the entry to turn 15 at Stoke Corner. He drops all the way down to 14th place. It was a bit of contact. Oh dear. That is not very good news for Carson. He's down to 14th. He's going to have work to do as Remsley leads the first lap. Contact between Ben Swerven and Whisper. Whisper's up to 9th after starting towards the very back of the grid. And obviously these intervals are just completely incorrect. It's not, some drivers are omitted. Oh, hello. That was contact between Segrist and Whisper. Hey, up towards the loop. I don't think he'll be too pleased about that then. Here comes Carson. He definitely doesn't look like he's messing around at all. To the inside he goes into turn 5. Into... Oh, no, not quite close enough to get through on Segrist. Segrist still defending through left field. Oh, and a bit of a twitch there from the Williams. Still can't get through there. Let's see, meanwhile, nothing too much going on towards the front, keeping in the same position as they were from what it looks like. Yeah, the biggest loser out of all this has been Carson. He started from 6th, he's down to 14th, lost 8 places. Of course, with that little contact from him and Lyon on the first lap at Stowe. Probably would imagine that there'll probably be an incident reports, I think, coming Lyon's way. They make their way up towards the Vale chicane. To complete lap 2 of 3, to complete lap 20, goodness me, I can't speak this. To complete lap 2 of 26, we're on to lap 3 now, as DRS is now enabled. So, Rockstar needs to be within a second to Remsley. If he doesn't, he's going to be losing out to DRS, and well, as we can see, he's in a bit of trouble. But, does he have DRS? Oh, he does. Well, there you go. Even though he's about 1.3 seconds behind, but that's because he was under a second going the detection zone, which is at the entry of Village. Ben swerving on the move there, on the inside of the Alfa Romeo Rizzi. He gets through into 7th place. Nicely done there by the McLaren. But seems like... Oh, hello. I don't know if that was desync or a screen freeze, but gee whiz, that was not good. That was definitely not good. Yeah, it seems like we're already getting a little bit of groups here forming between the first and second half of this field. Ryan Y there, Whisper, getting caught up in a little dirty air from the cars in front. Of course, that is still a bit of a thing in this game with that. Raikkonen overtaking Meow Slayer, and same with Lyon. Raikkonen up to 3rd, and Lyon up to 4th. Meow Slayer gets succumbed by the pair. He's down to 5th. Oh, that's so close. Lyon nearly got close to the back of the Haas. Had to pull up the car at least a little bit. Well, yeah, no contact was made. Rockstar, though, needs to catch up. Yellows, that's Giggle. He spawned at the exit of the club. There you go. Gets the car going again. There must have been some sort of contact somewhere. And meanwhile, though, Remsley has got a 1.5 second lead to Rockstar in, for the time being. Whisper. Oh, hello. That was Rizzi going a little bit sideways there at the exit of Aintree. Onto the Brooklands we go. Yeah, nothing doing much there after that. And meanwhile, though, Raikkonen is within DRS touch. I did notice the top 2 don't have a great deal of battery according to the dash. I'm going to look and see what Raikkonen's is. 29%, yeah, 6%, and 8%. Yeah, top 2 are in the single digits at the moment. Lyon, though, what he's does best from what I've seen in previous times, very much conservative. He's got 63% of the battery in his back pocket. Same with Meowslayer, in fairness. So, yeah, they're both doing a good job in terms of the battery life. Ben swerving gets past Whisper there at Stowe Corner. Oh, contact there between the 2 cars. Gee whiz. Nothing to Vale, though. Whoa, that was tight. Ben swerving, though, gets in front of Whisper up to 7th place. Right. On towards the loop and on to Aintree and down the Wellington Straight. Yeah, you can see the red lights flashing there on the back of the Aston Martin. You can also see that too on the back of the other Alpine that's in front. 1.6 seconds, the margin between Rockstar and Remsley. Doing as much as he possibly can to pull away. Now Slayer not far away either. Neither is Cakes, in fairness. So this is a bit of a 5-car train at the moment, led up by Rockstar, who's probably going to be layers to come to Raikkonen and GTR Lyon as they make their way around Maggots and Beckett. He's got the battery on, Raikkonen does, but does he have the straight line speed to close up and pass? Oh, I think he does. There he goes. And yeah, doesn't mess around. Raikkonen's up to 2nd, but he runs deep there into Stowe. Rockstar can't do much there to Vale. He has to stay behind and fight for another day. Whilst that battle is going on, Remsley is pulling a bit of more of a gap. It's now nearly 2 seconds between himself and Raikkonen. That is definitely something Remsley would want to see. Is it just a little bit of a battle here brewing in this little pack of cars? I think that's now become more of a quartet as Case is out of DRS range. Unless he has got DRS here. No, he does. So he's still within DRS range. I don't think he would be, to be fair. Rockstar can't do much there into Brooklands. I don't think he'd want to in this sort of situation. Ben again battling Whisper there into Brooklands. Whisper, though, tries to go for the switcheroo at the exit of left field. Can't find a way by there. Stays behind the McLaren. Out of Cop's corner. 2 seconds is the margin here between the top two on lap 6 of 26. Does Rockstar go for any sort of move here on Raikkonen? He's got DRS, but he's got no battery, but he's got some straight line speed in that Aston Martin. Now he pops himself back into second. And then again, these two, Whisper and Ben swerving, battling out at Stowe. Ben gets back out ahead of him. Oh, that's not a great line there, if I'm totally honest. I didn't think that would be... Oh! Jeez, Ben nearly spun the car there. I think it was the Vale. Scouted well. Whisper nearly followed him. But fair credit to both of them to keep the cars within... Oh, hello. Oh, that's desync. Okay, so... Really, Whisper is really close to him then. Yeah, that was definitely desync. From what I just saw. Line not close enough to attack Raikkonen. Of course, he's got DRS as well. Whisper now overtakes again ahead of Ben swerving there for 7th place. Yeah, also love the little Ferrari livery. That's the livery they used in Monza to celebrate Ferrari's victory at the 24 Hours of Le Mans in the hypercar division. Yeah, with that little yellow stripe and the yellow numbers. It looks cool. I definitely like that. They did something similar to that to last year, if you remember. It was to celebrate Ferrari's 75th anniversary as a manufacturer. When they had all the shades of yellow that was shaded all over the engine cover. Raikkonen overtakes Rockstar again, this time into Stowe Corner, gets in front of him. Ben swerving also does the same story into Stowe Corner. He's now up at the 7th place. Bit of exchanges there at Stowe, if I'm totally honest. Rockstar nearly losing it. There's GTR Lion. He's looking like a hungry lion, it seems, but not hungry enough to get by Rockstar just quite yet. Oh, but now he's hungry down the inside into turn 3. Oh, not close enough there. He can't get him to the village. Rockstar covers him off at the loop, but can he get the traction there? Great defense from the Aston Martin driver. That was really good defending, nonetheless. But with that little battle, it's gone over a second between Rockstar and Raikkonen. Yeah, can't do too much through there. Yeah, no. Rockstar, though, is in a bit of the back. Oh, Raikkonen is spun! Raikkonen is spun at the exit of left field. Losing it on traction, he drops all the way down to 9th. Make that 10th and make that 11th place. He's now fallen behind Siegrist. Spinning out at the exit of left field under traction. Very easy to do if you're not careful there. It's a very slow corner, left field is. And the Lion is awake and he is fighting for 2nd place. Into 2nd he goes. It's now an Alpine 1-2. Yet again. Oh, a bit of a wiggle there from Lion there at the exit of Club, if I'm totally honest. But yeah, with that little fight, it's now 2.7 seconds. Well, and also in fairness too, obviously because of Raikkonen's little spun. Raikkonen was less than 2 seconds behind Remsley before that happened. Does Lion still have a great deal of bat? He still does. He's got 45%. Well, what do you know? He's also going to use that to close up on his teammate. Yeah, so now the gap is well, make that 2 seconds. I was going to say 2.1 initially. It's now less than 2 seconds, so the gap is shrinking as Rockstar nearly had a moment there at the exit of left field. You can see how the car just did not cooperate there at the exit of left field. Round Cups corner, turn 9. 1.7 seconds now is the margin. Lion is trying to catch up as best he can to his teammate. Oh, Rizzy's got a 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings. That's the first driver to get caught a penalty. I'm not going to be surprised if we do see more than just him get penalties here tonight. It's definitely a known thing here at Silverstone. Either by track limits or just by running wide at certain areas. There goes Rizzy. He gets past there into 7th. I think Whisper there just also passed Sir Charles, if I'm correct. Or maybe just defended. Ah, he's also got the Charles Leclerc helmet. That's a little thing that was implemented this week in F1 World, is that if you do the time trial challenge and beat Charles Leclerc's 1 minute 20.1 around Monza, you'll get Charles Leclerc's helmet. I forgot to do the Zandvoort one. I wanted to get Max Verstappen's Zandvoort helmet. Ah, it's fine though. I've got his Miami helmet anyway. Oh, and a spin! Segrist has spun! Half spins the car. There was definitely no contact from what I saw. You can't blame Raikkonen there. He was nowhere near him on my screen. .4. The gap is actually shrinking. 30% battery from line. Yeah, he's charging. He's at 27% battery, and the gap is still shrinking. The gap before that was 2.7 seconds. Yeah, knowing Lion, I know how quick he is. I don't know if he knows me too well, but yeah, I used to race him in 5-lap lobbies a long time ago. Back on F1, hold that thought as Slayer goes past Rockstar for 3rd. I remember Lion back in the days of F1 2018 or 19 in 5-lappers. Yeah, this guy was like very, very quick. He still is today, in fairness. Very consistent driver as well. And of course, one of the most avid members of TCR. Of course, like I mentioned, made his 100th appearance last week at La Castellet in France. So, yeah, of course, like I said, congratulations again to that, and also getting to the TCR Hall of Fame. He is now less than a second to his teammate, but he doesn't have DRS just quite yet, as Ben Swerven has left the session. Hopefully he'll be able to rejoin. Actually, this battle isn't just going to be between the two Alpines, I think, because Meow Slayer is not far away either. He's got more battery to play with than Lion does, by about 30% more. As Rizzy now overtakes Ben Swerven's AI. Like I said, I don't think I have Ben Swerven on my friends list, so I can't necessarily help him. I'm sorry. I don't have him on my PC as a PC friend. I remember mostly from PlayStation, but yeah, I don't have him from that bit. Sir Charles now overtakes him. 1 second is the margin. Lap 11 of 26. Been decent racing so far. I know it's only 14 cars. It's not been the greatest size field, but the quality of racing so far has been pretty good. I know there's been a few mistakes here and there that we've seen. A couple of incidents, but no, overall it's been a very solid race here in this golden class tonight. 1 second separating the two Alpines. 1 second separating between Lion and Meow Slayer. Slayer needs to get within underneath that second, and he does not. Yeah, it's about nearly, I think that's like 3 or 4 seconds separating top 4. Giggle gets a 3-second penalty, multiple warnings. He's down in 14th. Having his little spin that club a few laps ago. As Whisper overtakes Swerven again for the 4th or 5th time, if I'm correct, but this is only because he's in AI mode. Alright, the gap is now less than a second. Lion is in touching distance of his teammates. The championship leader looking for any sort of move. Oh, hello, it's raining! Look! The heavens have opened! Here at Silverstone. The heavens have officially opened. It's raining. Oh, this is going to be quite interesting. That makes sense why everyone went on to the hards. I thought it'd be later than that in total fairness. I'll show you the tires. Look, everyone's on hards, Tom. Literally everybody. That's it. I have nothing else to show you. Rockstar's into the pits, so he's gambling first. Sir Charles, 5-second penalty as both Aston Martins go into the pits. Yellow flags are out. Who was that for? Who was that for? I don't know. I did see yellows there, but anyway, as Rockstar goes into pit lane, Sir Charles goes in. Onto the intermediate tires. They're gambling early. Carson's in as well. And same with Segrist and Giggle. Yep, all onto the intermediate tires. Here, I can show you actually now, if you like. There you go. Intermediate tires from 10th to 14th. But yeah, nothing too ambitious I saw. But yeah, the track is getting worse, as you can see. Look at the spray coming from the cars right now. And on these hard tires, it's going to be even more terrible, because the tires are going to be so cold as DRS is disabled. They're on the less grippy tire. This is not the ideal tire for these sort of conditions. Ramsley has got to go in. Both Alpines are going to have to double stack. So this is going to help Ramsley for sure, but it's going to hurt GTR Lion, as Meow Slayer will have to go in as well. Keep our eyes on Rockstar. He's going to make his way through Maggots and Beckett very shortly. It's a very slow pit lane, 60 kilometers an hour, or 36 or 37 miles an hour in Queen's English. And there's the double stack right there, hurting GTR Lion. That's probably going to mean Meow Slayer will overtake him, I imagine. Alright, where is Rockstar? He's coming through Vale. Where is Ramsley? He's coming towards the end of the pit lane. He's coming up to the Hamilton straight. Keep your eyes on that green dot. He's not gonna get him here. He won't get him here. Ramsley still stays into the lead. Now Rockstar pops himself into P2. And Meow Slayer, like I said, would get ahead of GTR Line, thanks to Line having to double stack. Cakes moves up to 5th. And Sir Charles moves up to 6th place. Carson up to 7th. And it's Rizzy, Raikkonen, Swervin, Segrist, Whisper. Now Camden comes into out of the pits. He'll be in last behind Giggle. Alright. Yeah, we don't need the tire graphic really for now. Of course, everyone is on the intermediates. Yeah, it's definitely more suitable for the intermediate conditions. So the gap now is 2.5 seconds. The gap before that was less than a second separating between Lion and Ramsley before the rain started to come down. Yeah, Ramsley has led every lap of so far this race. Has he got the fastest lap, I wonder? Yeah, he's actually on point to get the Grand Slam. He's led every lap so far. He's got pole position. And so far he's got the fastest lap. So yeah, if he keeps this all tidy, yeah, he's got the Grand Slam. Honestly, right now, he's looking really good with that pace. A 2.9 second lead to Rockstar. Yeah, Lion though, I bet he's furious about all this. Having to double stack behind his teammate. Not only that, but he loses 2 positions to Rockstar and Meow Slayer during that pit stop. Quite unfortunate there from our current championship leader. Carson, though, attacking Sir Charles here down the Wellington straight. I don't think there's much that the Aston can do here. The Williams dives it down the inside, but the Aston breaks too deep. He can't do much there. It's a turn 5. He has to stay behind. Yeah, besides, also, Sir Charles has got himself a 3 seconds worth of penalties, so it doesn't really matter too much anyway. I think Carson will have enough pace to at least hold them off. Oh, that's even more not so good there, running wide there at Cops. Don't want to do that in those sort of conditions. Well, so far right now, this is the closest battle that we got on track, at least, between Sir Charles and Carson. Everyone's somewhat spread out, as you can see. Yeah, Ramsley, look at that, 4.2 seconds. That gap is increasing more and more as we speak. Still got 11 more laps to go into this British Grand Prix. Actually, Slayer might be closing in here on Rockstar. Keep our eyes on this battle for P2. Love the little shot here, looking over through a little bit of Brooklands and Luffield. I really love that aerial shot there. That's very cool indeed. Out of Luffield onto the old pitch straights and down Woodcote. I wonder what it would have been like if, let's say in league racing, if Silverstone wasn't configured to what it is today. When Copse Corner was turn 1, I bet there'd be a ton of chaos if that would have been the case. I bet you it would have been like complete chaos. For just any sort of league race in general. Well, Rockstar's not only got Meow Slayer to deal with, he's also got Lion now that's closing in. He's now less than a second behind Meow Slayer. Gap right now is 5.2 seconds. Ramsley has just been in cruise control. Out of club onto the Hamilton straight. We're beginning lap 17 of 26. 10 more laps to go. That gap is shrinking. 4 tenths. Out of the loop. Onto Aintree and down the Wellington straight. Yeah, Rockstar gets a really good exit there at the exit of Aintree. Nothing much Slayer could do about that. Both the cars behind Rockstar have got over 50% battery. Well, I say that Lion's got 64% battery in his back pocket. So he's looking very good at the moment. Excuse me, at the moment. Cakes, he's just in a cruise control in 5th place. I'm sure he's pretty happy where he is right now. Carson right now holding on to P6. Raikkonen, though, is closing in on Sir Charles, as you can see, out of Copse Corner. Yeah, see there, you can't really take it full throttle. You have to modulate the throttle through Copse Corner now in these sort of wet weather conditions. And I feel like these conditions are getting worse. Because look, it looks like the rain's gone heavier. Well, here comes Raikkonen. He's going to line up a move on the Aston Martin, and yeah, there's literally nothing Sir Charles can do about that situation. Raikkonen moves up into 8th place. Meanwhile, yeah, this rain has gone worse. It really has. Look how much heavier it is, and look at the spray coming off the cars. We could be seeing the race lean up towards wet weather conditions. Segrist is spun at the exit of club, does a bit of donuts, and gets the car pointed in the right direction. Down in last place now. Probably my educated guess. He must have clipped the inside curve at club. Meanwhile, oh geez, that's close. Hello there, Lion. Yellow's out again. That must be for Segrist. Is it? Yep, off the track there at the exit of turn 2. And spins again at turn 3. Remsley though, 6.2 seconds. He is doing a masterclass race so far, that Alpine. Alright, onto the hangar straight. Does Meow Slayer have a response here to Rockstar? Well, the answer is going to be no. He's not close enough into turn 15. On towards turn 16, 17, and 18 through the Vale Chicane and Club. Yeah, it's not... Oh, he just... It's really tricky there to get the power down. Considering these guys are running no assist on the car apart from Racing Line. That's the only assist that they can use. It's just quite tricky to get the power down. Lion looking for a move to the inside. Oh, cannot make the move there into turn 3. He has to stay behind the Williams for now, as Segrist gets a 10-second time penalty for corner cut. Interesting. Alright, well here comes Lion. He's got the battery on. Yellow flags are out. That's for Ben swerving up. Oh, contact. Hello. That's contact for sure. That must be Ben swerving, just spinning out at turn 3. Not a great day for McLaren, it seems. Segrist must have really made a mistake there. I saw him go off the grass there and fail. Still top 2 second place battle here. Lion not giving up the fight. There's also the Williams there of Meow Slayer. Two Maggots and Beckett's onto the hangar straight. Here comes Lion. You can see him in the left rear view mirror. Pulls alongside, and there you go. Actually, Slayer just broke there. He didn't even bother fighting him. He just said, hey, you know what? I'm not even going to bother fighting you. Just go ahead. That's pretty much what that mentality was from what I saw. Yellow's out again. That's for Segrist again, this time spinning out at Brooklands. Yeah, he is really not having fun here at Silverstone, is he? Well, still got a long race to go, bit of a ways to go. Anything can happen. A safety car could come out at some point because of some crash or something silly. 9.2 seconds. Remsley is just going to cruise control. Gee whiz, that's close. Oh, that's even more tight between Rockstar and Lion. That didn't have much room at Aintree. Here we go into Brooklands. Can he hang it around the outside here? He goes deep as Segrist gets causes another yellow flag at Maggots and Beckett's. Down the inside goes Lion into left field. Can he get the power down? Can he get the traction down at the exit of left field? It doesn't seem like he has got the grip yet to get past, nor does he have the straight line speed to get past. Rockstar still stays in front. Oh, he was so close there. But he's going to have another go at Maggots and Beckett's. Whisper, Segrist, 3-second time penalties, multiple warnings. That must have happened. Well, Segrist now got a 5-second penalty for speed. That might be him just quitting, I imagine. Yeah, there you go. He's retired in the pits. He has had enough. He's become our first retirement of the race. On towards Vale. Not quite close. A little bit of a lock-up from Lion. Out of Club. Back onto the Hamilton straight. It's a fantastic battle so far for P2 between these two drivers. Through Village onto the loop and then into Aintree onto the Wellington straight. Ooh, I think that was a bit of a moment from Lion or from Rockstar. I couldn't quite tell from the spray. Rockstar, you see there, just going to the left for a brief moment, trying to break the toe from the Alpine that's behind him. Or as it goes a bit deep, can he get the power down here at the exit of left field? No, he can't get through there. And it seems like, too, they're starting to pull away a little bit from Meow Slayer. Because the gap right now between Lion and Slayer is about less than 7/10 of a second. Maggots and Beckett's. On towards Chapel. And back onto the hanger straight. Can Lion do anything here? Can he get the overtake done? He just doesn't have the speed. Can he go for it and stow it? The answer is, oh, he's close. He's not close enough, though. Can he get him a Vale? He's going to go to the inside. He can't make it there. He locks up. Pulls the car up, at least. He just cannot find a way by. Lion still stays behind. That Aston Martin just has just a bit more straight line speed compared to that Alpine. Lion knows that he has more pace, but he just doesn't have the wings. He doesn't have the low wings compared to the Aston Martin. Oh, into loop. He's got the inside. Does he have the traction? Oh, they were close. They were very, very close. The Aston stays in front. Still stays in front. Very good scrap between these two. I will give him that. This has actually been fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, he knows that he's got the cornering speed, but just the Aston just has really good traction out of exit of slow corners. Not only that, though, but also has better straight line speed. Rockstar only has 27%. Lion has 83%. As Canada's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Let's see what happens here. I don't think Lion will do anything here. No way, he's too far back. Well, he's closing. Not by much, though, to attack. Oh, that is so tight. Can he get him here to Vale? Oh, Rockstar squeezes him there, but Lion goes to the outside, will convert to the inside. Into Club. The answer is no, he still can't get by. Oh, and he nearly loses it to the exit of Club. Great catch from the Alpine, but still he cannot get past. He is going to be frustrated, just sitting behind this Aston Martin. He just cannot find a way by. Oh, as Meow Slayer goes wide. And down the inside goes the Alpine of GTR Lion into the loop. They both get squirrely. They both get even more squirrely. The exit of Aintree, they're side by side. Maybe a bit of contact. The Aston stays in front. You are joking. Into Brooklands. No, he cannot get by him there. He's not close enough. In left field. Tries to hang it around the outside. He'll try to go for a bit of an over-under. Oh, he gets a bit sideways. He cannot get by. He had a bit of a moment there at the edge of the left field there, Lion did. What an absolutely superb scrap. I love this. This is absolutely amazing. Alright. On towards Maggots and Beckett's. Can Lion find a way by against the Aston Martin? Into the hanger straight. He's got battery in his back pocket. Doesn't have the speed though to close up. He's just not close enough. How about into Vale? No, he just can't. He's not close enough there. Oh, Rockstar misses the apex there at Vale chicane. Holds the Alpine up a little bit there. Here he comes. Oh, he just doesn't have it much more room. He was just sort of boxed in as they went down the Hamilton straight. Oh, this is fantastic. I'm loving this. Honestly, this is one of the best scraps I've seen in a while. Lion trying to go down the inside. He cannot get by Rockstar. He loses the back end again at the exit of loop. Onto Aintree, down the Wellington straight. He'll have the battery deployed. He'll have the slipstream. But does he have enough straight line speed to close up? No, he can't. Oh, but he tries to carry the speed of the corner. He'll have the inside line into left field. The Aston Martin, though, can he hang it there? I don't think he can this time. The Alpine's on the inside, and he takes second position. What's a superb move. But the Aston Martin comes back into Cop's corner. They're side by side heading through Cop's corner. But the Alpine of Lion stays in front into second place. Fantastic scrap. Absolutely fantastic. I think Lion might have had this sealed. I don't know if this is over yet, but we'll see. Lion, though, has all the battery in the world to use. Not really the case for the Aston Martin, but he does have a bit of the straight line speed. Slayer looking to the outside, into Stowe corner. They're wheel to wheel at the exit of turn 15. They're side by side, but the Aston Martin stays in front. Oh, Jesus Christ. Absolutely superb. This is a superb scrap for second place, considering the leader right now is 18.5 seconds ahead of the rest of the group. Oh, this is an absolutely great battling. I'm really loving this. I think Lion might have second sealed. I don't think Rockstar has got third sealed. I don't think it's over yet. Considering that Slayer has 92% of his battery in his back pocket. I don't think this is over just yet. Up towards Brooklands. Cannot find a way by. Lion still holds on the position, at least for now. Up towards left, through left field onto Woodcut. Into the old pitch straight. 4.5 tenths is the margin. Now it's half a second separating the two cars of the Williams and the Aston Martin through Cop's corner. Swervin gets by Whisper for 10th place. I think that should be sealed. I think he'll get 9th. He should get it ahead of Sir Charles. Alright, here we go. Through Maggots and Beckett's. Battery deployed on the Williams, but he doesn't have the speed. Not quite, at least, here into the hanger straight. Oh, he's just not close enough. Can you get him to Vale? No, he can't. We're on the final lap, by the way. Lap 26 of 26 is now commencing. Lion's got nearly a second margin to the Aston Martin. But it's nearly 2.5 tenths separating these two cars here for third place. Whisper, another penalty, 3 seconds for multiple warnings. Williams not close enough though to attack here into turn 3, into turn 4 of the loop. No, he's not close enough. But he needs a good exit here, out of the loop and onto entry onto the Wellington Straight. Oh, it seems like the Aston Martin has enough of a traction there, enough grip to get through there. Stays in front, at least for now. Out of left field. Onto Woodcut and onto the old pitch straight. Well, our race leader right now making his way through Maggots and Beckett's. Here comes Meow Slayer. He's not close enough. Through Cop's corner. Not close enough there to attack. Meanwhile, though, out in front, this man has been in the class of his own. Of Remsley just doing a superb job. Got pole position. Got the fastest lap. Has led every single lap of this race, and now he's going to take the checker flag to win the British Grand Prix and complete the Grand Slam. If Lion can hang on, it will be an Alpine 1-2, but meanwhile the scrap for third still going. Can Meow Slayer get by here? He can't here, it's a club, or it's into Vale, I'm sorry. Lion will come across in P2, but who's going to get P3? Oh, it's a spin, half spin for Meow Slayer, he couldn't do it. Oh, he could not do it. He lost it at the exit of club. Rockstar hangs on for third by 6.5 tenths. Carson will claim fifth. Cakes finishes in sixth because of penalties. Rizzy in seventh. Williams 4-5 and Alfa Romeo 6-7. Raikkonen finishes eighth. Swerving ninth. Oh, hello, that's a bit of a contact. Giggle in 10th, followed by Sir Charles. Whisper And Camden will be the last of the runners to cross the start-finish line. What a race, though, from Remsley. And I think he's also got the championship lead. What a superb drive. An absolute masterclass of a drive. Almost 19 seconds. 19 seconds! And you guys said I should be promoted to Platinum class. Well, there you go. Alpine 1-2 here at Silverstone. And it's a victory for Remsley. A very, very dominant victory indeed. 19 seconds separating between himself and his teammate. Lion had the great scrap between himself and Rockstar. Got second place, and yeah, the Aston Martin claiming third. Now that was absolutely superb. Superb scrap for P2. Now that was honestly one of the best battles I've seen in some time in F1 League Racing. That was absolutely superb. But yeah, Remsley, pole position, led every lap, fastest lap, Grand Slam for the race winner, and also new championship leader. Lion claims P2, followed by Rockstar in third. Meow Slayer fourth, followed by Carson, Case, Rizzy, Raikkonen, Swerven, Giggle, Sir Charles, Whisper, Camden, and Seagrass, who is actually the only retiree in this race. Whew. Yeah, you might as well get Rem's lead. If you want to say I should have been in gold or platinum class. I think Remsley might be another one in the hot seat there for it. If I'm totally honest. Especially with that dominant victory. Heck, that's more dominant than what I did at Qatar. Anywho, we'll wait and see if anyone wants to join me in the comms booth. Yeah, now I'll wait and see if they do join. Typically, I mean, the previous times I've done TCR, we've always had interviews, of course, even commentating Golden Class a couple of times. Right. Okay. Oh, there's Lion. He's in here, it looks like. I'll make sure he... Alright. Well, there you go. Lion, can you hear me? Yep. Hello. Hello. Alright, well, I guess it's you... Yeah, I can hear you just fine. I can hear you just fine. Alright. Well, I guess since you're here, we'll go and get started then. Yeah. Yeah, so... you know, if we can start off a little bit from qualifying to your race. Qualifying, you qualified 5th place. But my goodness, that battle between you and Rockstar, that honestly was one of the best battles I've ever seen so far in this game. Yeah, and especially in wet weather conditions. That was honestly superb. But how was your race overall, from your perspective? I'm sure you had a little bit of fun, but I feel like you could have done a bit better from your end. I'm gonna guess. Hmm. Yep. Oh, is it? Okay. I kept saying. Uh, ah, righto. Okay, I kept saying last week was your 100th. Okay, no, I kept saying last week was your 100th race. Okay, now that's kind of cleared the air a little bit. But yeah, go ahead. Mm. Mm. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, that tends to happen in this game. Mm. Mhm. Oh, um, oh, hang on a minute. Um, apparently, they can't hear you. Is there something I'm doing wrong here? Uh, apparently they can only hear me, but they can't hear you. Hold on. Uh, yeah. What the? Okay. I'll try my best and see. I mean, like, this is also the first time I've done this through Discord, in fairness. So, I don't know. I don't know how talking. We are checking did it before, but I've raised your volume up. Let me see if it helped a bit. Can you try again? Yeah. Yeah, just give me a second. Oh, no, I can't hear you. That's very odd. Um. Okay, well, I have no idea how to do this on Discord. I'm very sorry, Lion. Lion is in here, by the way, with... Yeah, no, I'm very sorry. No, I have no idea how to do... This is honestly the first time I've ever done it through Discord, so, yeah. No, no, it's gonna be the same story. It's gonna be the same story, trust me. Um, yeah. Apparently there's yeah, apparently... Hang on. I'll try to figure it out. If I can't do it, then I'll have to cut it then. Cause yeah, I don't know why it's not picking you up. I'm sorry if that it isn't. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It is. Anyway, yeah, no, I can't figure it out. I'm very sorry, you two. I really would love to interview you two. Really, I would. But yeah, yeah, because I'm doing this through Discord, and yeah, I've never done it before, so in terms of voice sharing and whatnot, I very much apologize, stream, if you cannot hear both of them. But yeah, but yeah, no, they're both in here. I can definitely confirm that. But yeah. Anyway, I guess I'll have to wrap it up. But like I said, I'm very sorry. I wish I could get both of your audios, but like I said, I don't know how to do that. I'll try to do that next time. But until then, tune in for Platinum class tomorrow, and we'll catch Golden class next week at the Red Bull Ring at Austria for the Austrian Grand Prix. But yeah, take care, everybody. And yeah, again, apologies for the technical difficulties. But we'll try again next time. Yep. Alright. Take care, guys. Good.